writing, but what would we be writing? What would we be writing? Which is the kind of writing?
Teacher, your voice is lacking and I can't see you.
We can't.
And teacher, your voice, يعني I can't hear you. Only like.
Miss, today we will take vocabulary.
We will take
Miss, you are
vocabulary, but
lagging.
after I.
Okay.
Miss.
Guys, I will sign out and log in again, guys.
Okay.
I still can't hear you, teacher.
Hello?
Teacher, your voice is still lagging and we can't see you.
Hello?
Miss, I hear voices like someone is shooting in the gun.
Shooting someone else by gun?
Yes,
Miss, your
well,
picture is blurry.
Okay, now.
It's the same.
Teacher, why don't you open on Zoom like Miss Carol?
Ma, that's it. From next week we will start Zoom.
Okay.
Next week we will start Zoom, girls. You have to download.
Why, Miss?
They say it's better. I didn't try it yet, but they say it's better.
Miss, it's better at the camera thing.
Okay. Okay, so girls, the topic that we take, the topic is, let me open it first. Is what, girls? Do you remember? Do you remember, girls?
remember what?
The topic of writing. What is our topic? What is our kind of writing?
Synthesis essay?
Yes, synthesis essay. Synthesis essay. Wait, I want to share it. Here is it. Can you see my PowerPoint, girls?
Yes.
Okay. Synthesis essay.
No.
Like that.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Layal, are you here, Layal? Layal?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, please, Layal. Read the slide in front of you.
A synthesis essay is an argumentative type of essay that involves discussion by research and analysis of multiple sources. According to the type of synthesis essay, collect ideas and points that support your topic and side of the argument.
Yes, so synthesis essay, as we said, argumentative type of essay. What is argumentative type of essay? When you have a claim and you want to say it to the world, you want the reader to know it, okay? It is a argumentative type. So from argumentative, we took synthesis essay. So synthesis basically is argumentative. Argumentative when you have a debatable issue. You have an opinion and you have two opinions. So discussion by research and analysis of multiple resources. What is the difference between argumentative and synthesis? There is no difference. Synthesis is part of the argumentative, but the thing that you add in the synthesis that you depend on sources. That's why we studied the sources and we said this source is reliable or this source is unreliable. So, okay. According to the types of synthesis essay, you have to collect ideas and points that support your topic inside of the argument. Okay, Layal, continue.
It draws up on sources like articles, essays, reviews, fiction, lectures, interviews, and observation, as the students utilize them to collect supporting claims for their research topic.
So these are the sources I have to depend on. Reliable sources. What are reliable sources? Trusted places to get my information from. Articles, essays, reviews, fiction, lectures, and interviews. Continue, Laya.
These types of essays, the writer chooses a viewpoint and present its claim and supporting arguments to prove it. As per the definition, it is combining and fusing of different sources that have common point of view and shaping a common claim through it.
Okay, now synthesis essay standard, the standard for the essay. Thank you, Layan. Sham, are you here?
Yes.
Read Sham, please.
Where?
The slide in front of you.
Use resources to support your claims and point of view reasonably, presenting original thoughts and ideas, and proving the claims with substantial evidence is necessary. The paper should be logically and seamlessly organized. All the ideas must form a wrapper in a way that guides the reader. All body paragraphs should have topic sentences that better the main points. Once the ideas are compiled, the paper should present the main ideas thoroughly. The paper should have an easy and precise words, and the use of vocabulary should be careful and natural. Proofreading is key to great synthesis essay. The paper should be crisp and clean from any grammar and spelling errors.
So here he says for you the standards to a successful synthesis essay, that what is number one? The ideas. The ideas should be supported by evidence. And what you write, the paper, it means the essay should be logic. Should be logically. What is logically organized? It means organized. Logically is something you can believe with your mind. And all body paragraphs should have topic sentences, which will I explain now again. And the paper should have an easy and precise words. Okay. Thank you, Sham. Budur, you bought a mic, Budur? Budur? Harir, are you here?
Miss, her mic is stuck.
Her mic is what?
is يعني ما بعرف دخل فيه مي or something like this.
So Harir, you have to buy a new one, please. Write to me
No,
in the
she will
chat.
only remove the water.
Okay, write in the chat, ya Harir. Write in the chat now, dear. Harir, write in the chat. Budur, you too write in the chat, Budur.
She wrote Harir. She wrote, I'm here.
Okay. Budur, write in the chat, please. Budur.
مس ندى أنا دخلت هلا ما بعرف أي بيج أنتو ممكن تقولي لي أي بيج؟
We read from the slideshow, from the PowerPoint.
بس لأنه كان كتير عبي عليه وما برضى أدخلني على كلاسيرا.
Yes, today it's not.
عملت ريستارت
Well.
للجهاز أم رجعش يدخلني.
Yes, dear. Okay. So Arwa and Harir, they both have their mics are broken. You too, Arwa. Okay. Leen Matar.
Yes, Miss Nada.
Yes, please.
Teacher, where do I read?
The slide in front of you.
Teacher, ما في شاشة سوداء.
All of you see a black screen, guys?
Can I read?
No, Miss أنا في
لا عادية الشاشة فيها كلام.
Okay. I will share it again with you.
Miss, did you call me?
No, dear.
Oh, okay.
Hi, girls. Can you see it now, Leen? Leen Matar.
No, yeah, teacher. It's a black screen.
Who else sees a black screen?
Not me.
I see it.
Also black screen? I don't know what to do, girls. I shared it
Miss, I'm
twice.
seeing it right now.
Okay. So, Aya Benjak, are you here?
Yes, Miss, I'm here.
Yes, please read يا آية.
Miss read اللي انت حاطته على
Yes,
بس
the
الباور
PowerPoint slide. The PowerPoint slide.
اوكي من وين؟
Here, dear, read from the beginning, summary.
اوكي
And talk to me in English, dear.
Okay, sorry. Probably the simplest techniques of all, it involves compiling and explaining your most relevant
Yes, sources.
sources and summarizing them. It does not include any of your original thoughts or views and is slowly based on summarizing of the sources.
Yes, he says here, girls, you do not write your own opinion up of your mind. No, you have to search and bring resources. And then after you bring all the resources and relevant details and this, you summarize them. You summarize. Why I summarize? I summarize to limit my ideas and then I collect them together and get out of them the thesis statement. Teacher, you mean that we write the thesis statement after we summarize what we want to talk about? Yes, I know now what I want to talk about. I write it down. I collect or gather information from the internet, from documentaries, from books, from anywhere, and then I form my thesis statement from this summarizing. I do not write the thesis and then write the summarizing. No, I search and then I make my thesis statement. Okay? So you do not bring the thesis statement or your own idea from your mind, no, from the summary you wrote. Continue, Aya.
Examples and visuals, claims and viewpoints are best explained through visuals. You can add quotes or examples from other sources as well as your own original experiences. Visuals like graphs, charts, and real-life events, photos. In case of social sciences, related essays can be added to create a lasting impact.
Yes, so how can I support this claim? How can I support this claim? By I have to bring visuals, surveys, statistics, charts, real life event photos, real life event stories, which is anecdotes or examples, or experts' opinion. So I have to gather information from the internet or from books to write my essay. Teacher, how would we gather information in the test? I will tell you later how would you gather information in the test. So don't worry about that now. Continue, Aya.
Presenting two or more supporting reasons. In this technique, you put your claim forward and support it by giving relevant reasons of why the state is true and multiple reasons and advice and evidence.
Yes.
Complete? Okay.
Yes.
Presenting the opposing view, and then present the reasons why you do not support that claim. It shows your knowledge of other side of the story and reasons you are refuting it.
So what will I write again? I will write an introduction. Body to support the claim, and body with another opposing opinion with the opposing opinion, with encounter claim. So I have my claim and I have people who oppose this claim, so I have to mention them. Why would I have to mention them? I will give you a very simple example. If you want to go to your your friend's birthday, and you want to talk to your mother, okay, and you know that your mother will not agree, so you'll go to your father. You say to your father, I want to go to my friend's birthday. This is the main thesis statement or the counterclaim, and you support it by two evidence or reasons. It is very simple example, girls. I washed the dishes and I made my homework. So these are supporting your idea. And then you know that who doesn't want you to go? Are you here, grade 11? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
You know who doesn't want you to go?
The mother.
The mother. So you have to tell her, and I know my mother may not agree. So you have to tell him, because if he says to you, okay, your mom will say no, but you have to refute her opinion before she says no. If mom says no, but please tell her that I will wash the dishes for her for a whole week. For example, I'm not saying that this is the way that we will write, but I am saying, why would we mention the opposing view? To be aware of everything, to show my knowledge to the reader, that I know that there are other people who oppose me, who have a different opinion, but this opinion is not correct because of that, but I will not write this. I will not write this opinion is not correct because of that and that. We will see how can we write. But you understand the opinion? You understand what I want to say? Okay, thank you, Aya. Ghala, are you here? Ghala, are you here?
Yes, miss.
Yes, Ghala, please read.
From where?
From the current slide. PowerPoint slide in front of you, Ghala.
From the beginning?
Yes.
The outline of this essay generally has three parts. Introduction. Start your essay with an interesting and
Engaging opening.
Engaging opening. The start is the most important part of the essay. If you do not want your readers to leave your essay in the middle, make sure that the opening is strong. Explain elaborate the main topic and the present. The thesis statement.
What will I write? Thank you, Ghala. What will I write in the introduction? I will start with engaging opening. Question, fact, quotation.
Teacher,
Yes.
is this like persuasive essay?
Yes.
يعني what's the difference between synthesis and persuasive essay?
Persuasive essay is also a kind of argumentative essay. So persuasive is a kind of argumentative. As I said, the synthesis is kind of argumentative. Yani the title, the main title is argumentative essay. From it we take synthesis. And we said synthesis is you have to mention your sources. So I have to start with a hook or grab the readers of the eyes of the reader, and then I start with the important part of my essay. This is the most important part of my essay. If you do not write it in a good way, the reader will leave you. He will not continue. Introduction. I grab the eyes of the reader. I write a background about the topic. I say my thesis statement. My thesis statement is the last statement in the introductory paragraph. Introductory paragraph, last statement. With me, Tia, are you here?
Yes.
Yes, Tia, please read.
Me, miss?
Yes.
Yes. The outline of this essay generally has three parts.
From main body, dear.
Main body, you can add as many supporting points as you want, but make sure that each paragraph starts with an argument or claim backed with supporting evidence. The paragraphs should follow your ideas and claims rather than moving around the supporting sources.
Yes, so now I will have what I have my thesis statement finished. I have two paragraphs to support it and one opposing it. So the two that supported, each one should have a main statement in it or main idea in it. For each paragraph should have a main idea. Okay? But small, it's called the small main idea or sub idea. And then I supported evidence. Okay, after this, after the opposing opinion, I go to the conclusion. Continue, Tia.
Yeah. A conclusion, just like a strong opening, a strong and memorable closing is important to conclude your essay instead of just adding anything
vaguely. Yani just add like this. No, it has to be strong conclusion.
And without any connection, it's better to add the statement of your essay and your reasons for support.
Yes. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm seeing the girls.
I have a question.
Please. Ask, dear.
Teacher, if we were going to write it in the exam, we can't use the internet for sources.
I said, والله, I said I will tell you. I said I will tell you later.
And you will print
because I know that you're going to ask me.
Yeah.
Don't worry, dear. I will tell you what will I do after I finish. Okay, Leah, are you here, Leah? Leah?
Yes.
Yes, Leah, please read. Synthesis essay topics. Okay, these are some topics we can read any of them and an idea to write, because today you will start writing, inshallah. So, for example, if we will pick one to apply, social media and its impact on next generation. What's social media and its impact on next generation? This is a debatable topic. It means what? That people who support social media and people who oppose social media. Okay?
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Look, stay with me, Aliyah, because you are going to read another one. So here I give you the outline, because before the previous period we also took a PowerPoint presentation, remember?
Miss,
so today was, yes?
There's
what?
We can't see the presentation.
Yes. Here is, we will apply it now for this. Can you see this now, a paper?
No.
You can see a paper, a white paper with the...
Yes, I can.
I'm seeing only ND.
ND? Okay, I'll share it
I can
again.
see more than expected essay.
Teacher, it came then went. We can see it.
Yes.
Now can, okay.
I can't.
Okay.
No.
So it will appear now. It will appear. Okay, listen, girls. This is a synthesis essay about a novel. It's called 1984, written by George Orwell. He's a very famous author. He has died long time ago, but he has written marvelous novels. Look at the end. These are what? These are the sources. Teachers, so after we finish writing, we have to mention the sources? Yes. You have to mention the sources. Teacher, what will we do in the test? Listen, in writing test, we never give you the topics you are going to discuss. But because thesis statement depends on searching, so before the test, I will give you 4 topics. And I will pick one of them.
Teacher, so we should prepare sources for all the topics before the exam?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, or gather information. Teacher, how? The writing tests, if it will be online, okay, so you can get the sources, put them in a Word document, and then just copy and paste them. Okay, so this is that will happen with us for the first time, that I give you the topics, because now you are grown-ups, girls. Now you are grown-ups, and in 1 year to college, when you go to college, if you go to anything related to art and writing, and this, you will get the topic to write about that and that. So the problem is not about the topic, the problem is in how to fill in the topic correctly. You understand me? So it's not about being surprised what is the topic about, it's about how to prepare the topic.
Okay.
Okay, because now you're just 1 year to college. So, Leah, you're still here? Can you see the page, Leah? The paper?
Yeah.
So, the title is More Than Expected. Read, Leah, please.
Teacher, can you post this sentences that say on Classera?
I will upload everything. After I finish, I will upload everything.
Okay.
Leah?
Yes, do I start?
Yes.
When government legislates freedom acts, are they actually for the freedom of citizens or for government to spy on people?
So here, girls, he started with a what?
A question.
A question. To do what to the reader?
To grab the reader's attention.
Yes. Continue, Leah.
This hidden agenda is demonstrated in the novel 1984 by George Orwell.
Orwell.
The essay was read 1984 by Roy Orgen and article American are now living in the society that reveals Orwell 1984 by Paul Joseph Weston and Alex Jones. The author demonstrated
propaganda
and technology are government tools to influence citizens' thoughts. Many aspects of Orwell's
Dystopian is a kind of art, a kind of written art. Dystopia, it calls about the, ruined countries, the countries with corruption, corrupted countries. Yes? Yes, please.
Visions 1984 are occurring now today. But on grand scale, both essay and article illustrate elements of Orwell's dark vision in present-day America by describing its hidden use of technology.
What is the main idea? Here is the main idea, that the article and the essay, Both of them, because here he writes about what? He writes the opinion of George Orwell and he mentioned one essay, Why Read 1984, and one article by Alex Jones. Both of them, they support the idea that George Orwell's work present day America by describing its hidden use of technology. So this is the main statement, girls, the main idea. Continue, Leah.
Yes.
Continue, please.
Is it Tia or Leah?
Leah. Leah was reading, right?
Yes.
Yes, continue, Leah.
In 1984, Orwell foresees a world filled with propaganda and where ones of the thought are always influenced and altered to follow the view of the party. There are
Party is the government.
Reminders of war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength.
This is, girls, in this novel, George Orwell presents the government and how the government controls the citizens and how the media influence the citizens' mind, and how the slogan for this dystopia is imaginary country, that war is peace. Yani when you fight, this is peace, and freedom is wrong. Freedom is to be a slave. So no, don't accept freedom. And ignorance, when you don't know anything, is your power. And he's switching all the terms or all the life terms in this kind of government. Okay? Here he wants to talk about the control of the government and the control of the media, the effect of the media.
Okay.
In his novel. Okay, thank you, Leah. Lujain, are you here?
Yes, miss.
Please read
Miss,
from
can I read
slogans.
after Lujain?
Yes, okay, Maya. Yalla, Lujain.
Where did she stop?
From slogans. After the capital letters.
Can you point to it? Oh, slogans on every telescreen in Oceania, which bombard.
Oceania is this country. The country was called Oceania, the imaginary country in his novel.
Oceania, which bombard people with information that would enlighten one's mind, to stir one's emotion, and to mold one's belief. Or Orwell 130, Ogren 6. Even though the world today is almost 70 years in the future, Orwell's vision is unfolding silently in the life of every living human being in the 21st century. These slogans of propaganda described in Orwell's novel are boldly shown in present day, but are often being overlooked as necessary for national security by citizens living in America.
Yes, he says that even he has written it a long time ago, but is still overlooked as necessary for national security by citizens living in America. Here, girls, he brought what? He brought quotation from the novel to support his idea. He brought quotation of the novel to support that his idea of that George Orwell, in the novel, hello, girls, in the novel he does what? Read the thesis statement. Describing the hidden use of technology. Hello?
Peace.
Here, I made it with blue.
Both essay and article illustrate elements of Orwell's dark vision.
Okay, continue, Lujain.
While getting weekly grocery at a local Walmart, one might get bombarded with party slogans such as Janet Napolitano's "See Something, Say Something" from one of the hundreds of in-store televisions, which encourage people to spy on others and inform authorities. Even actions such as paying with cash are suspicious. Watson and Jones 10. Although these slogans might not mean much to the average American.
He brings things to support his idea. So he brings from the novel to support his idea. How, teacher, would we do this? When you search for the topic that you are given, you will get to know everything about it. This depends on good sources, reliable sources. Okay, continue.
Although these slogans might not mean much to the average American, educated or critical thinkers might realize that Orwell's novel did not have the sole purpose of entertaining, but also as a message of warning.
Yes, it's not only for entertaining this novel, it was also a message of warning. And by the way, girls, George Orwell wrote a novel called The Animal Farm. The Animal Farm has been translated even to children. To children, you can see cartoons on this. It is very nice. You have to watch it. But if you prefer reading it, I recommend it. I recommend you read The Farm Animal by George Orwell. You will have so much fun. You'll really enjoy it. And it will not take time. 3 hours. So short.
Teacher, what is it about?
It's about it is about government and authorities and influence of the media too. Okay, he has written these 2 novels like in the 60s or something, or 40s, but he expected what's going to happen. And nowadays, he wrote the novel 70 years ago, but it happens now, and that's what they want to say here in this essay, in the synthesis essay. He wants to tell you that George Orwell, what he wrote 70 years ago, is happening now. Okay, girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Listen, girls, we will finish just now, and then I will give you the 5 minutes break between the periods after we finish, okay? Okay, continue. So a message of warning. Thank you, Lujain. Maya, can you please read from While in Orwell's Time?
While in Orwell's time, television was only a piece of primitive technology, it still had enough of the capabilities that the government needed, such as to receive and transmit signals back and forth. Orwell 5. Although in 1984 citizens only had one television in their home, the idea of not having several televisions and smartphones and computers in a 21st century home is unusual. And in this age of information and technology, we are more vulnerable to propaganda.
Yes, what does he want to say? He wants to say, although that in the time of Orwell, when he started to write this novel, there was only one television in each man's house. Not like now we have like 10 the electronic devices. We have iPads, we have mobiles, we have 2 televisions, we have like not thousands, maybe 100,000 of channels. Although that he believed so much in the influence of the media on the minds minds of the citizens, that you can control the citizen by the media. And till now, although that we have 10 devices, but we are more vulnerable. What is vulnerable? Vulnerable is easy exposed to propaganda. So propaganda can affect our minds. Exactly worse than when we had only one television. Now, although that we have more technology, more devices, but we are more vulnerable to propaganda. Continue.
Citizens of Oceania, Ogren 6. Although many people believe their phones are safe from displaying messages like the ones in 1984, they're horribly mistaken. For a new American alert system called the FEMA Emergency Alert System will have the ability to hijack all conventional broadcast communications, and mandatory government messages will appear on any device.
Yes,
Watson
because in 1948, in 84, the novel, this television had one mission, is to give you messages all the time in specific times, specific messages to everyone, so all the people will be controlled by one message. You say that now, no, he says to you, no, okay, because now the government or the alert system in America, they have the ability to hijack all conventional broadcast communication. You know, when they want to give a message to the citizens, They give the message to the media and everyone start to talk about it. You know, like what we say in local English when we say the trend?
Yes.
Yes, this is it. The trend is now about what? And you find everyone is talking about that topic. Okay, continue, Maya.
This kind of power and capability to brainwash citizens is horribly terrifying. Just imagine all the cellular devices, computers, and television in someone's home.
Okay, thank you, Maya. Linda, are you here? Dina?
Yes, miss.
Okay, Linda, read, ya Linda.
Many.
From displaying, say something, say something.
Okay. Displaying, see something, say something, all day and night for years, on end. Watson and Jones 11.
This
This was
example.
Orwell's greatest fear, the fear of technology becoming an essential part of daily life, and later would help government influence people's thought in hidden ways, as Watson and Jones suggest of re-educating Americans into compliance. Watson and Jones 12. Many of Orwell's dark visions are becoming or are already true in present-day society, but some government actions that are happening now are more atrocious.
Yes, atrocious.
Than the actions that Big Brother has ever done.
Big Brother is the government, is a symbol for the government in the novel.
Although using propaganda might seem dangerous and extremely effective, it can be prevented if one doesn't take in information blindly and accept everything that a government claims. It might seem that technology was invented to help the average person with daily life. It can contain more hidden, sinister, and military features than others.
Yes.
I can't see مثل تحت.
Then one might realize, okay? So, girls, this is a thesis statement sample, and I will, hello, girls?
Yes, miss.
In the PowerPoint presentation, you will find 4 topics. Pick one of them and start writing yours.
Teacher, it's
Okay?
due next
Yes.
week, right?
Yes?
It's due next period.
No, listen. From now, you will start gather the sources, gather the information, decide which topic you are going to talk about, and gather. We are now till next week. We will write first draft. Last draft will be given to me on Word document. But now you can prepare your work in a picture. Just prepare your everything and picture it, and online assignment. I will create an online assignment for the first draft for you. But this is not the last draft. Yes, dear.
When you post an assignment, you can't upload a picture, only a text.
No, you can, girls. I will show you how. I will send you a video in the WhatsApp group now.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go now. And you, after we come back, take like 3 or 4 minutes for the second period, girls. And we'll have vocabulary. Bye. See you 3 minutes.
But Miss,
yes.
Can we type it in the draft?
Yes, do whatever you want.
Okay.
Bye, miss.